What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel yet again. In the last video you saw that we got this car started. I'm not gonna say it was running. It was just, we got it started a little bit, it kicked over. The reason for that is that we're still not getting fuel to the rail. So what that means is that it's either a bad fuel pump, no gas, clogged fuel filter, and that's all I can think of. So in between the last video and now, we did put some gas in it, 2 gallons. I'll probably run and go get some more. But I also got a fuel filter over here, not a fuel filter, fuel pump over here that I'm gonna put in, as well as a fuel filter in this box. So I'm gonna do those off camera and then see if we have fuel at the rail. The reason why I think it is the fuel pump is because we do have voltage at the connector in the back seat, or under the back seat. So that leads me to believe that the fuel pump's bad. It's also not kicking on when we start cranking the car. On E30s, it's not a key to prime it, it's while it's actually starting. So it is getting voltage, so that's good. On the last wiring harness, I did not even get voltage back there, or spark. We have spark, as you saw, it cranked over. So we're gonna do those off camera and then I'll come back when I get those done. I'm also probably going to put the radiator in and some coolant, just because we know that the car will fire. So I'm gonna get that all buttoned up here and then do the fueling stuff, and I will get back to you guys when all that's done. All right, guys, so I got the radiator in, coolant in, I got the fuel pump changed as well as the fuel filter. So, I mean, technically I think it should start. I don't see any other thing that would keep it from running. I'll just try to start it. So, bring you guys along with me for the first start. Let's see what happens. Oh, okay, so it runs. That is awesome. Yeah, a little smoke right there. I think that's just the fact that I don't have an exhaust on it, but yeah, it runs. So that's awesome. I think I'm gonna throw the exhaust on it. I think that's the only thing on my list that I still need to do, other than the hood and interior, but that can wait. I think the reason why I was idling so bad is this ICV valve. I have it blocked off on the intake right here and then plugged with the screwdriver right there. But, I was just trying to get it started and running. So I'm happy. I'm going to throw the exhaust on and order that valve, and should be good to go. All right, guys, so in the last clip you saw we got the car running. Not well, but it was running. However, I had some time earlier this week, and probably about an hour, I came in and I put the exhaust all the way on, and now the car will not start. I have ordered the IAC, or idle control valve, for this car. It should be in today, but of course I'm here now and it's supposed to be delivered by 9. So that won't be happening today unless I can find one here. And the exhaust is the only thing I changed from it running to now it not running. So I'm thinking the cat is clogged up. I'm going to end up cutting the cat out and see if it starts. If it starts, then I know that that cat was bad. The junk car over there has, or had, an exhaust. So I might pull that out and try throwing it on this, if that's the case, if it runs without the cat in it. And if that's the case, then I'll try to run that exhaust. If that one's stopped up too, then I'll just put the cut exhaust back on and weld a pipe in place of the cat. Also, in the last clip, when the engine was running, we had quite a bit of fuel leakage out of the fuel filter location. So it was just, dumping on the ground. I ended up replacing all of the lines that were on and around the fuel filter. So it ended up being a total of 4 lines right here, and I replaced all of them. So, I mean, that's good. It doesn't leak fuel anymore, so we're safe, but now the car doesn't run. It did run after I replaced the fuel lines, and the only difference was that I put the exhaust on it, and now it doesn't run. So I'm going to get to work. I'm going to cut the cat out, like I said, and if it runs, then I got some more work to do. If it doesn't run, then it's probably a sign of something else. So I'm going to get going, and there might be a time lapse of it. It's kind of hard to film under the car just because, you know, we don't have lifts here, and I don't know if the car is high enough to fit my camera underneath, so we'll see. What's up, guys? So I did cut the cat off completely, and the car does start now. So down there is the cat, and then I ended up finding a IAC right there, and then I found an air box that I could use temporarily just to see if it'll run. It does run now. I ended up plugging that hole in the intake, so there should be no vacuum leaks of any kind anymore. It does run pretty rough still. I will try to get a clip of it, but I'm pretty sure I have a misfire somewhere. I ended up changing the cap and rotor to one that is known as good, and it's still doing it. So I'm not sure. I'll probably pull spark plugs and see what I can see on them. If they're bad, then I'll just go ahead and change them. They are brand new, but they were cheap, so I'll try doing that and see where we get. I'll put a clip in of it idling, and it's still very loud because it's cut right at the cat and it's not a full exhaust, but I'll put a clip of that in. So as you can see, it idles really rough. I'm thinking it's a misfire, but I don't know. So I'm gonna do some work off camera. I am going to pull the plugs like I had said earlier and see what I can see. I'm gonna do some diagnosing off camera and probably swap around the exhaust. But at this point, I don't really know what's going on with it. I've bled the coolant. We have coolant going through the whole system. They get warm, so that's good. I think, like I said, yeah, I'm just gonna do some work off camera. I'm not sure about next week's video. I was really hoping that this would be running and that we would have some decent weather so I could get the Caprice in to do some work on that, but I'm not sure. So I will, I'm not sure if I'll even have a video next week. I'm supposed to be going on my bachelor trip actually, so could have a video, could not. This might be the first week of this year that I won't have a video, but I will try my best.